everyone. Today's topic is all about minimalism. And minimalism, what does that actually mean? Well, reading from the dictionary definition that I've got in front of me here, it says, in photography, minimalism is defined by its extreme simplicity. A photo which has very little colour, tones, and is composed very clinically. Well, I would agree to some extent about its pure simplicity, but not necessarily about having no colour, because in minimalism, if you have a bright coloured object against a very subtle background, then actually that bright coloured object could become very simplistic but very, very effective. So I would probably reword it something like, in photography, minimalism is defined by its extreme simplicity and composed very clinically. Another thing that I would suggest in terms of minimalism is the use of something called negative space. And I'll put some examples up here. What do we mean by negative space? This is the space around the object that has little or nothing in it whatsoever. So because it's empty, it tends to draw all of your attention to the one subject or maybe two subjects that you've placed there. So when you're thinking minimalism, think in terms of something very, very simple, something with a lot of clear space around it. And as opposed to the dictionary definition there, I wouldn't worry too much about having no colour, because I think colour could be a positive thing. And yeah, let's see what we can do in terms of shooting something today to do with minimalism. So moving into the living room, let's just go and have a little look around and take in everything that we can see, and just have a scout around to see if there's anything there that we can use for our photo shoot. Straight away, one thing that I can see, not only the yellow puffy on the floor, but this lovely bluey green coloured wall, which is going to be ideal to use as a background, because remember we said we need lots of negative space, lots of space. Those mirrors look quite cool. Look, I'm waving. I think they could be quite useful, and they should be quite easy to shoot as well. And here is a really lovely yellow radio on quite a nice table, so if we clear that off, that should be good. And a chair, maybe not quite the chair I'm looking for, and nothing there. Here we go, here's the chair. I like this chair. I think that would work really, really well against that lovely blue background. So let's get started. First thing that we need to do is we need to start rearranging the furniture and setting up our shots. So let's just move that couch out the way and pick my phone up, and here we go. Yep, back to that lovely yellow puffy, which I think should work very well against the bluey green background. So we'll just get those shots perfect and snap away. Yeah, that's it. So moving on to the next shot, I'm going to go for my chair. There it is. And here I go, snapping away. Yep, I think that'll work really, really well. So we'll get it all nicely lined up and ready for the shot. That's fantastic. The next shot that I'm going to try is going to be the mirrors. There they are. I think they'll be pretty easy to shoot. Next, that lovely yellow radio. Just got to get rid of some junk off the side and make sure that it's nice and clear. I think there's a sheet of paper here, so I'll just get rid of that as well, leaving just simply the table and the yellow radio. So down on my knees, get ready, line everything up and get it ready for the shot. Get it nice and straight, nice and perfect. And you can see what I can see here, just lining it all up. Yeah, I think it will work very, very, very well against the yellowy, greeny background. So, there we go. It's a wrap. Stick around to see the edits. So, here's the final edits. There's our yellow puffy, and there's our chair against the lovely green and blue background. But I have to say that this is my favourite, the mirrors. I love the clean lines with the circular forms. And our radio, I think that looks good too. Just as a bit of an experiment, I put a circular border around all of the 4 images, which I think it adds a bit of something. I do think it works quite well. And finally, I did a composition of all 4 images. So that is my go at I still can't say it, minimalism. And off you go, guys. That's the challenge.